Hello! Hey everyone, thanks for joining. So, I've just remembered I've done it wrong again, where I've not actually set the title properly. Oh no, wait, maybe it'll carry on from last time. Should be fine actually. Let me have a look. Ah, yeah, cool. Yeah, no, it's the same as last time anyway, so that's fine. How is everyone? Whoa, what the heck? That's, that's very good of you, Alien, thank you very much. Hold on, that at least deserves a overlay. Hold on, there we go. Thank you very much. And hey, Rare Proton, thanks for following. Was it worth it, Alien? Was it? Was that what you wanted? Alien is the only one who is allowed the crying emote. Thank you very much, Alien. That's very sweet. Anyway, let's remember how to show the actual stream. There we go. Hey, Rare Proton. What color would you like to name Hello? I quite like that. I think that's a sweet first first color to name. Feel free to pick a color or a name or say my choice, and I will pick one randomly. Yeah, pretty much that. So any of these that don't already have names on. An Alien, don't worry. We're going to be here for at least an hour and a bit. I am sure we will come up with some excellent color names, as we always do. Finally done sort with the sound of mind-numbing projects. I'm finally free of that. Nice. Toulouse pink. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to Google what that is. Hold on. I see a pink on there. Oh, I see what you mean. Lovely. Right. Let's go with this, which I would say is quite a nice pink. Thank you very much. Rare Proton. Oh, that is cleverer than I am. Also, I can't spell it, so lovely. Cool. Thank you very much, Rare Proton. Right. So where we are at the minute is we are still working with this fancy man. Just to kind of give a bit more context to anyone that wasn't at the last stream, and also for those that aren't me when I did this morning. Nice one, Rafnag. There you go. I think you get blocked for consecutive streams. I might have made that up, but I seem to remember that from my deep dive into Google. Yeah, there you are. So where we are at the minute is the fancy lad is saying this line, and then the next shot is just basically going to be a close-up on him following that up. So here we are.
I was supposed to, but then I got too busy being rich.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
So my thought being, I'm trying to kind of distinguish, not distinguish, but I'm trying to figure a way of kind of breaking up the two lines from the fancy kid, because one's spoken by Griffin and one's spoken by Travis. So I don't want it to Alien is just continued to rack up their dominance over the blot economy. Yeah, I wanted a way of kind of like separating the two lines, even though they're both him. I thought about, making one of them like a fake fancy man, and then it kind of made sense, but it makes more sense to me to just have it as one character. So it's gonna zoom in on him, and as he says it's his 15th birthday, it is going to I don't know, I guess just kind of show him kind of a bit old and kind of gross looking, kind of a classic kids cartoon thing. I think it's SpongeBob when I think of this kind of thing, but like zooming in on his face and showing that he's very much not a 15-year-old, or if he's a 15-year-old, he's a very crusty old 15-year-old, I guess is what I'm trying to go for at the minute. So, with that in mind, let's see what we want it to do.
It's my fifth.
This will drop his left arm, which just threw some dollar bills. Let's see how I can do this. And then maybe keep his hand in the shot for one more frame. I am going to come up with like a new channel reward that is like 10,000 blots, and it has absolutely no reward other than bragging rights, and it will just be called Aliens Target or something like that.
It's my 15th.
I mean, it would literally be there just for Alien at this point, I think.
It's my 15th.
So,
It's
you kind of drop his face a little bit, and then raise everything else, which I don't think I've done yet. Nope. So they want to be up. And same with the back of his head, but the front of his head wants to go down. What? See how that looks. Alien will get that like today, I'm sure, if I said that. I don't know if they've already said how many blots they've got, but I would guess it's at like 5,000 or something like that, I would guess. If I had better memory, I'm sure they said in the last stream, but well, I will set that then. So I need the ear hair to kind of, there we go, works perfectly. It's very impressive. It is, I'm sure, many times more than most people watching this have. If anyone wants to challenge Alien with their blots amount, feel free to start a fight in the chat. I'm more than happy to adjudicate. Are they low enough? They might not be. Let's lower his face a little bit more. Oh! Kizafreak has been silently hoarding them and is now the new oligarch of the Deep Blue Ink streams. I mean, at this point, also anyone could lie if anyone fancies just like joining in to prove a point. Okay. I think it's very cool. I mean, yeah, but even so. Yeah, see? There we are, Rafnag's actually the oligarch, is the Elon Musk of this chat. I'm not gonna say that, that's mean. I'm sorry for comparing you to him. Yeah, we can like, if you want to mortgage a point total in a way that I can give you blots back, which I can't, you let me know. But no. Ironically, even though they're called ink blots, they're not very liquid when you spend them. So
It's my 15th.
Right, let's open his eyes and make sure when he does, he looks decrepit.
It's my 15th.
See, I've come up with the idea when no one's funging anything. I don't know what it means. I'm not going to learn, and we're not funging anything. Thank you. Right, I'm going to, as well, I'm going to blur the background whilst I think of it, because I'm going to forget to do that. I should say as well, hey White Rose, I should say as well that my partner is home from work today, so as frequently as I tend to just scream on these streams and just lose my shit, I'm going to be fairly fairly relaxed as ever. And also, if there's bumping around in the flat or you hear someone else talking, I'm not being robbed. Just just as a warning. Unless I am. If I say I am, then that's not like a double bluff. It's not a point where I'm like, I'm being robbed, and you're like, yeah, right. You're not gonna trick us again. If something like that happens, exactly, yeah. That's okay, right, Frozen? Thanks for hanging out. Exactly, yeah. I'm probably not going to join in, or if I do, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to type it into the chat now, and then just copy and paste it. Whoops, no, nearly timed out alien. I'm going to get it ready, and then that way I can join in without potentially waking her up if she's asleep. I know, alien. Could you imagine? Hey Anamia, it's a different vibe for today. It's we're trying something new. That can't be right. There we go, it's loaded. Right, how blurry is that? Blurry enough. Lovely. Exactly. I've not got a running total, or I might, but I don't know how to view it. But Alien figured out last stream that we had something like a 24% percentage piss rate in the names of our colours, which is a fantastic thing to find out and learn. Rafnag, I don't think anyone's ever chanted piss before in this. I think that's fairly new, actually. Sorry, there is an overall low piss percentage. I'm sure you're right. A percentage, if you will. Let's get the percentage up. If anyone wants to name one of them percentage, I'm quite proud of that. If anyone wants to spend their... I'm worried I've created this awful economy where everyone's now just trying to hoard their money to try and become top dog. Thank you very much, Rafnag. Let's find a nice yellow for... That's orange. I've done it again. Let's find some kind of piss coloured... Okay, we're out of piss colours. That might be... No. Okay. Next to 90% piss. You got it. Let's go with some dangerous looking piss. We have finally got to what I think was the goal for these streams, not even for last stream, just in general. The reason I do these Twitch streams is to run out of yellow colours to name after piss. Cool. So I am going to try and make him look like overly detailed and gross, but I don't know how successful it's going to be. So we will see what happens. But if 5 minutes into this I just give up, that's absolutely fine, and no one's allowed to yell at me. Hey, Tazia. Thank you. Let's go for a dog-coloured colour. I like it in caps. Yes, White Rose is quite right. And don't drink piss. I think that might do that. I think that's really what we're trying to get across in these streams is self-care and hydration. Okay, right. What can we change? Let's just add a layer actually. It should be in the face, I think, actually. So I'm gonna add a new color because it's from a different palette. Let's go something like that. Basically, I'm just trying to make him look, I don't know if realistic is right, but just overly detailed and kind of gross looking, maybe old looking. Hey, I think that's, we were talking about this earlier, I think that's for watching consecutive streams, White Rose. So, welcome to the rat race. We've already been talking a bit in this stream about how we've accidentally created a hoarders economy. Cool. Right. It is going to be a little bit Handsome Squidward, maybe. If Handsome Squidward was a bit more gross. It's more, I can't think the context of when they used it, but you know when they zoom in on Mr. Krabs and he's like, just very like, I can't remember the context of it, but like very dried up and like very well shaded. I think more that kind of thing. I could do a prediction where chat bets blots on a certain outcome. Great. So not only have we got a hoarders economy, we've now got a black market for gambling. Thank you, Alien. Seems to make one of the choices how will we spend the majority of their stream animating versus talking about piss. If you want to count it, if you want to time it, and if you want to lose all those blots, you go ahead. I'll make sure to bring it back downstairs by the end of the stream. Thank you, Rose. We'll make sure we name enough things piss. Think. Don't think. Yeah, kids are free. That's the vibe, I think. The problem is it has to be so much detail, and I don't know if I can do it that well, or like I certainly can't animate it. Let me just have another listen and see how much actual like animation's needed.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Okay, so really, all I'm gonna do, I think, for that is just kind of zoom in on his face as he's saying that anyway, and then in the next shot it'll be like zoomed back out, it'll look normal again, he'll have a birthday hat on, I think, is what I've kind of got in mind.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Right, I think I can do something grosser with his eyes as well, fairly easily. So I'll do that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Oh god, there's something about him T-posing there, just feels a little bit, just a little bit much. Like even if it's just adding like a load of bags or like, the problem is if I do it too much, we all do it. If it's like too thin, I'll have to do the rest for everything else, else it'll look weird. So maybe not that much. Is that in the right place? It's not far off. We'll take it. What? Yeah, I think that's kind of what I wanted. If not, maybe a little bit more deceased looking than I was aiming for, but that's probably fine. I think that's still kind of... Oh, the eyes are on top of the eyebrows. I didn't know they did that. They're not meant to. And it's fixed. Cool. Recently discovered the Secret Sleepover Society and opened up a whole new amazing Jacob content. Yeah, I've still not watched anything from that yet. I've started watching Drawtectives off the... Hey, Caleb Zona. Of Caleb Zona. I've started... I think I'm on like episode 4 maybe of Drawtectives now. They're still on the first case. I don't know if that's the fact for like the whole series, but... still in that first mansion. But yeah, that's definitely another one on the list. Let's open them a bit more. This way. See what happens anyway. I'm trying to do it in a way. Actually, is that going to look right? No. No, I was going to try and do it in a way where I could like morph it and just kind of let the computer do the majority of the work for me, but I think that's probably not going to have the right look I want it to if I do that way. God, what if I gave him just like human eyes? Just like, instead of my normal pupil look, I literally just like... No, I'm not doing that. No. I mean, no, I don't like it. But I'm glad to know that I tried. Or thought about it. I'm going to probably do very like thin pupilly eyes. I mean, it still looks grim, really. Should his face be that like sideways? I think it's probably rotated wrong. Somewhere along the line. Oh, God, it's sick. I Thank you, Rafnag. Let's try and even it out a little bit. I think this, honestly, I don't want to overdo it because I think it's subtle enough but still kind of gets the joke across. Something like this. Maybe still a little bit more. But just like maybe some shading. Because I've like... Thanks, Caleb. Because it's like blurred out in the background anyway. I think I could add some like darker shading onto his face to really kind of just jump scare the viewer, essentially. It still looks like skew-if though. I don't know why. Because I've not like sheared it anywhere, but I want it to look more like that. It must just be the eyes. I might have just drawn the eyes weirdly. Okay. Let's just do it like that. If I was reusing these in any other animation, this wouldn't be the way to go about it. But I'd be shocked if I have any cause to use these again at any point. Whoop, where am I going? Whoop. His mouth looks like he's gone the wrong way as well. This is why I don't like have close-ups on these rigs very often, because I then just like start nitpicking at everything and it doesn't look right anymore. See, do I make this the point where I make it canon that like the ears I draw do actually have like ears? Not that one. Is this the right time to like... Huh, that's weird. Oh, it must be because it's morphed on that one. And like, I know I keep saying this, but is this then just gross? I mean, it's a very good question, Rafnag, and like, the answer's not really. I'm sure. Thank you, Caleb. But yeah. Yes. Thank you, White Rose. I think at this point it's a tradition. It feels like an unlocking podium, like when you kind of unlock anything in a game and it kind of like glows either side of it. It feels like that. I am gonna add just like very vague ear details like this, I think. Right, let's have a look. And if it looks bad, then I won't. It's that easy. Whoop. That one, okay. And let's make it a new layer, just in case I didn't before, which I feel like I probably didn't. God, with the T-posing, especially because his hand's like leaning down. The reason it does that is because he's like holding onto the side of the bar. But when he's T-posing, it really does look a little bit not great. Just looks like he's being dragged into the sky. Yeah, I think I like the ears like that. So we'll leave them. Oh, hey, Caleb Zoner, thank you very much. That calls for me looking to my note, which says which button does which overlay, and there's a little thank you. Thank you very much. Was it was it just for the animated emote? Because I won't judge you if it was. I fully appreciate it one way or the other. I'm sure there's a way I could add like a running total, but I will. Hey, speaks of animals. I need to find out like a way of like putting it on my dashboard, but I think I need like a certain amount of sub points, I think it's called, to unlock more like emotes. I'm just googling it now. Well, not googling it, just checking. Yeah, if I get like another 10 subscriber points as Twitch puts it, then I'll get another standard emote slot and a animated emote slot. So we're not in any rush to do that, but that is something I'm looking forward to as well at one point. And hey, speaks of animals, if I remember right, like a couple of weeks ago you spent about 3 times as much on naming some colours as you should have. So if you wanted to name some colours, let me know. You've essentially paid for 2 more than you got because I changed the I changed the price of them. I think in the next stream after you did that. So if you've got any colours in mind, let me know. But I'm trying not to have colour debts, and I'm trying not to have a strict economy that I can't figure out whatever I'm trying to say. So let's add the ear details over here. I'm not doing compounding interest. I really don't. I don't want to do this. I did a business degree. I don't want to use it. I want it to have been for nothing if I can possibly help it. Yes. Yeah. If you wanted to, I don't like piss pool. Yeah. We have a terrifying ongoing. I don't know if it's an in-joke. Thank you, Rafnag. I appreciate what you've done to my life. Cool. Right.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
That's probably as like gross as I wanted it to look. Like the only thing I could start doing at this point is like adding. Oh no, sorry. I said I was gonna add shade, didn't I? Right. Let's do that. Persist. Is like persist like pronounced with the P, or is it like psychic piss? Is it cis? Either way, I'm not happy now that I've said them out loud. I'm not gonna lie. Right, where are we? So we want that, but shaded, which is this. Cool. Right. I'm going to do it that way, I think. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Thank you, Caleb Zona. Let's do this new one. I'm just creating a new one for a darker shade of his hair to kind of add to this very grim look. And luckily, it's a shade of yellow. So as soon as it's come onto the market, it's literally before I'd even picked the color, you've managed to name a yellow shade after piss. Yeah, as a treat. As a treat. Cool, thank you. Speak with animals. Which one? New one green. Which one is new one green? This one is. Yep, that is dangerous piss. If I'd yep. Lovely. Okay, new yellow. I thought we wouldn't name it after piss. I thought it would take you longer than like -1 second. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we might have the grace to give me like a minute with my new colour before we named it after piss. Should I get rid of the shine? Should it just be a lighter shine, or should I just get rid of it outright? Whoops. That's still orange. Let's see. Let's use a nice shade of piss chant. How does that look? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think keep the shine, but obviously make it darker than what it was before. The piss is inevitable is a haunting phrase. That's a good point. It's psychic piss at the head. It is fake. One awful. The thing is, I have like, or I might not anymore. I don't look at it very often, but I think there's like an analytic that I can look at that says if something's been like trending in the chat, or like it shows if lots of people are talking at the same time, and it will probably, I don't know if I've looked at it, but if it says like, this is what people are talking about, and it's just piss. Everyone's talking about piss. Great. Does spending channel points help the streamer? Not really. Not like monetarily anyway. It's just a nice thing for everyone that hangs out. If you want to be like business minded, I'm sure it's a good way of keeping people engaged, and you know, if I was doing adverts, I guess that, you know, helps to an extent, but no, it's not like, don't like spend them to try and help me. Like, if you want to hoard them, you hoard them. But thank you for asking. It might, honestly, White Rose. Yeah, actually, that's a good point that Aliens made. I think the more, I really don't know how it works. I guess the more engaged and the more kind of like active the chat is, maybe the more likely Twitch is to suggest this on like people's homepages. I really don't know, but either way, I think it's fun, and it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do these streams all together, because I thought it would be just like a fun, dumb community. I didn't think the community would be based around piss, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still fun. Where is he not saying that? I am not saying that. In fact, I'm actively saying that. If you want to chant piss, hold on. Again, I'm not gonna. There we go. Yeah, I do put the streams on YouTube. I tend to. I might have forgotten to last Thursday, potentially. Let me have a quick look. It's on a second channel called Deeper Blue Ink. I basically made a second channel so that if people weren't interested in these, it wouldn't spam them, essentially. Yeah, I forgot to put up last Thursdays, but I will sort that. Hey, thank you, Alien. Yeah, I don't push that channel. You've been beaten to it, Rafnag. Yeah, basically it is. I'm tempted at some point, because I have to like actively upload them myself, and I'm like, obviously, like I've just said, I've forgotten to do it on Thursday. I might see if there's a way of automatically doing it on Twitch, and then more or less not not using the YouTube one. But we'll see. I could use the second channel for video essays when I finally do a video essay on if Griffin's classes are getting bigger. Is it up there? Are you sure? 5 days ago. I don't think it is. I think the latest one on there was uploaded on Wednesday, which would have been Mondays, because I forget to do it. Oh, they only last a few months. I mean, it's one of yeah, it's one of these. I'll probably keep doing it on YouTube then. I don't know how much people are going to be like binge watching these streams, I guess. But it's a thing worth knowing, for sure. I might change his eyes a little bit, just to have a bit more kind of detail around them. Sick. Well, that's very cool of me. I will fix the descriptions. 16th. Yeah, no, that's just wrong, innit? Yeah, that was the day I uploaded it rather than... hold on, I'll do that now whilst I'm thinking of it. No, I won't. I'm not looking into that channel. Never mind. I'll sort it. But, yeah. Let's do it that way. I might even make one of his eyes a little bit wonky. No, maybe that's too wonky. Is that funny or is that just dumb? No, I don't like that. Okay, cool. Sorry, Caleb. I don't think it gets the mood I was trying to go for. Speaks of animals. I just found it easier to highlight my full stream because then it stays there forever. Don't have to re-upload to YouTube. You got a much bigger incentive post there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a fair point. I'll have a think about it. I'll sort it. It still looks a little bit wonky. I didn't mean it to this time. Cool. It's gross, and that's what I wanted, so.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Okay, cool.
It's my 15th. It's my.
Yes, I still haven't finished all the shading. I keep getting distracted and not doing that. Probably didn't need to do that, but I already have, so. What? Yeah, it's I'm sure Rafnag will back me up on this one, but it's the first time that I can maybe outdo some Americans with a weather report, because even though you have terrifyingly cold weather conditions seemingly everywhere in America, we have had a storm, a lovely little wind boy go all the way through the UK, and it was sick, and there are roof tiles everywhere in town at the minute, so it's a little bit naff to drive through the other day, but yeah, so am I more or less, but we definitely felt it. Thank you, Alien. Let's pick a wind boy. Let's go for this one. This seems like a wind boy to me. Yeah, I mean, it was loud. More or less, everyone was okay. Like, I mean, everyone that I know was absolutely fine. I think like the majority of the people were just kind of taking videos of wheelie bins going everywhere and stuff like that. But yeah, certainly one of the bigger storms that the UK's had in my just actually in my memory, I think, in general. But yeah. Is it a thing everywhere that you name your storms after people? So we had like Storm Eunice, and then 2 days later, what seemed like the same storm was now Storm Frank, I think. I don't know if that's a global thing or just us. Yeah. Was it Franklin? Cool. But amazing, outstanding. Okay.
It's my 15th. It's my 5th.
Right, I think I am now going to kind of have him squint a little bit. That's really funny. Is that actually true? I thought you made that up, but that's sick if that's true. I don't think there's any logic to what we name ours after. They always just seem to be like old people names. I don't know why, but New 3 to that's not right next to dangerous piss as well. Like it almost seems like a full sentence or like a conversation. Like you've invited your partner in, just like that's not piss, dangerous piss. Lovely. Thank you very much. Speaks of animals. My debt's been paid. I appreciate that very much. Yeah. Sometimes that's piss. It's not good piss, but anyway. Again, this isn't really where I wanted these streams to go. Right, let's undo that morphing because it didn't want to work. Sorry. Nope. Like that. Want it to close just a little bit. And again, from the bottom. Up. Did I move the bags? I did. Right. Let's just do a little bit of movement of those as well. Very bad pisses, right? Oh. Wait, no, that's wrong. Let's go back. Make a new one there. It sounds right. Like, if you think it's right, it's probably right. I just didn't know if you'd made it up on the spot. Either way, someone probably made it up on the spot. Okay. There we go. A nice gentle. Squint. I can't remember what he's saying, but I felt like it needed it.
It's my 15th birth. 15th birth.
Let's really just go for a really grim look.
Birthday.
I think probably go backwards with these. Was that right? I think that was right actually. Yeah, cool. Might add those little crease lines. Oh no, I guess you wouldn't have them there. Okay, I'll leave them. It's not how they start in the UK. We only started doing it in 2013, I fully believe. Yeah, sounds right to me, I think. I didn't know it was that recent though, I thought it was always a thing.
It's my 15th birthday.
Cool. Need to make sure that is the right shade, not that one. I think it's Psychopiss, isn't it? Immediately gone on to the wrong one. There we go. Whoop. Doop, doop. Okay, how does the shading look? Maybe not enough yet. I think, because he's not talking yet, I don't want to do all of the mouth stuff, so or like all the mouth shapes reshaded. So I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to kind of darken the whole rig. And also darken the background a bit. Nope. My laptop is kicking up a bit of a fuss, but that should be fine. If there's any really loud stuff in the background, let me know, and I will figure out a way of mixing it to be a little bit nicer. Cool. That is more what I want it to look like, I think. And then, like I say, we'll darken the background as well. Oh, right. I think that might actually show without rendering. Nope. Never mind, that's fine. Right, let's see what this looks like.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Right, when he says kid, I want him to close his eyes again, I think. What? Where is it? So we want 35, 34, 33. Easy.
Day, kid. Kid.
What? Do I want him to like move his face though, or move his head?
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
I think maybe on this one actually.
Birthday.
When he says birthday, I think maybe I'll have him like kind of look down, or like kind of look up and then look down at Griffin. See if that looks good. See what happens. Might even. I'll just try it like this first and see what happens. So they down like that. Move that nicely, lovely. Whoops. Okay. What happened there? Did something wrong. See ya in a bit. Yeah, it was very cool as well on Friday, seeing so many people that I knew in the live chat before Julia's noise went up. I thought it was very cool. It's really nice that there's like a little community of people that will just randomly say the number 23 with me. And it was especially nice as well because someone had just said, like a few hours before the video went up, they said something like, I can't believe that you put these premieres out like so far before, it's so irritating. And it annoyed me because the way he worded it was just kind of rude. But I said very like, that's alright, Roughneck. The way they kind of said it was just very kind of entitled, like, I don't enjoy it, why do you do this? And I very like politely just said, oh, you know, I enjoy these, I work very hard and it's nice to enjoy them with people. And then very quickly a lot of people started backing me up and was like, yeah, we really like this premieres too, it's really nice to watch it with the creator. And I was like, it's always nice when people are rude and then people have you back. But that happened on Friday.
Birthday.
It felt vindicated. I was very happy with it. Yeah, exactly. It was one of these where it's like it's a lot easier to just kind of accept it and move on with your life than it is to kind of. And the thing is, not only did they, I am going to go on a rant now, not only did they put it like as a comment, which is fine, and I never delete them because for a start, I don't want them to come back and be like, oh my god, like this person keeps deleting my comments, like, oh my god. I didn't want to start a fight, but also like people are allowed to not like things, that's fine. I'd rather they weren't rude about it. But not only did they leave a comment, but they then went into the live chat to say the exact same thing, and it's like, I didn't know if they wanted like a rise, or if they wanted someone else to agree, or if they wanted their opinion to be heard so that like I stopped doing it. I don't know, it's one of these, like I get one or two a month that are like, why are the glasses so big? I literally had one today that was like, You do you, but I absolutely hate the way that the glasses cover the mouth, and it's like, I'm not gonna stop doing it. It's not, for a start, it's not an easy one to fix. I've got 2 years of videos on this channel now, but I think something that always stuck with me is my partner said, like, if you're going to give advice to someone or like make a suggestion, make sure it's something they can fix in 30 seconds. And if you can't fix it in 30 seconds, then keep it to yourself type thing. And that feels very much the kind of vibe that I think a lot of people need to have when they go into YouTube channel comment sections. But as I say, it was very cool to have a lot of people have my back, which felt very vindicating. It's not like get a notification from it. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to the live chat of the thing, so I don't have to look for the people that agree with me. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a weird place to try and get people to back you up when your point is actively against the kind of people that would like be there. Let's have a look at the clip. Oh no, it's of me. Hold on. Let me mute. Lovely. Thank you very much. I've just seen the clip. Thank you for the for the well-timed. Oh no. For the well-timed clip of my vindicated laughter. Sometimes when I see a premiere, I'm like, yeah, you know, so damn, it's not out. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the point they were trying to make, and that's fine. Like, then tell me when it's out, and I'm happy. I think it'd be bad. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, when I first started doing them, I used to do them like a day in advance, and I did, like, at that point think maybe that's too much and change that. But yeah, like you say, I think it's easy enough to ignore. And I'd happily take people's opinions on it if they're just not rude. That's all I want. It's physics time. An object cannot remain at rest unless which of the following holds. Oh god. An object cannot remain at rest until what happens? An object cannot remain at... Oh Christ. I mean, that sounds right. I'm gonna go with White Rose's answer. Equilibrium. Just the word equilibrium. Is that the right answer? An equilibrium is reached. That feels like something I've heard before, so I'm going to say until an equilibrium is reached. It's hiding chat's physics question. Fuck yeah, I'll take that. Result.
It's my 15th birthday, kid. Birthday, kid. Birthday, kid.
Okay. I'm going to kind of move his... I'm going to like shake his head as he's saying that as well. A greater equilibrium. What a perfect thing to do. Let's go for this one. Thank you very much, White Rose. I could say it, I can't spell it. There we go, equilibrium. And literally any colours of physics time. Let's go early on in the palette for that. Let's make sure we always remember physics time. No, just try to do equilibrium again. Physics time, baby. Lovely. When the net force acting on it is 0. I think the actual answer is actually the heat death of the universe. Thank you very much, Alien. Cool. Let's shake his head a little bit. What's going to be the easiest direction? I think that way. Cool. Right. Let's do that. Again, I didn't really want the the tone of the chat to go from piss chanting to talking about the heat death of the universe, but there we are. And then back. I was going to move this because I can hear it shaking. I wonder if you can as well. Cool. That was Thank you, Kayla Zona. Also, thank you, White Rose, for bringing back the only thing I remember about biology. What was it? Any colour to entropy. Lovely. Let's go. Draws. Let's spell entropy. Cool. Yeah, 50 Shades of Piss was a just a wild decision. I think it's great as well, isn't it? Yeah, it is lovely. We have fun here. Let's move this point up. I can just tell, I don't know if she's awake, but I can tell if my partner is awake and she's heard any of this. Like, I'm going to finish this stream, she's going to, like, barge and just go, why were you talking so much about piss and entropy, Harry? Like, I'm looking forward to it. What? Sure. Exactly, we're here for fun, piss, and the heat death of the universe. Thank you, Alien. Sorry, that really caught me off guard. Speak with animals. I really like piss and entropy as the two. I feel like piss half the time, so I'm fine with that. I don't know if that's quite right, but cool, lovely. I don't like this because, like, everyone, like, any kind of fandom or like community tends to have like a team A or team B, like team Jacob, team Edward type thing, and I really don't want people to join this stream and be like, oh hey, it's really nice to see everyone, like I'm really interested to see what the animation process looks like, and immediately 20 people just go, are you team piss or team entropy? But if that's what we've come to, that's fine. Wait, is that a swear in the UK? What, piss? Yeah? Or entropy. I guess piss is a swear. I don't think, like, it's not a bad one. Like, I don't I don't think I'll get in trouble. But right. Entropy is a swear in the US. I've heard about that. So thank you for all hanging out whilst I just litter this chat with piss and entropy. Whoop. Right. Let's see how this looks. Just a couple of shakes. Sure. Yeah, that's. Okay. I think as well, I'm not going to be able to quite tell. Pisser is like a drunk with a wash-up, right? Not really. Well, Rafnag, I don't know if you've heard the same. Yeah, I think Rafnag's right as well earlier. It's like a bad word, like it's rude, but it's not like a swear word. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a table. Yeah, I wouldn't call anyone a pisser. Personally, I don't know about anyone else from the UK in the chat. Like, you have a piss up, like that's a thing. Yeah, exactly. You get a piss, do you have like a piss up to go for a drink? But I don't know about a pisser. Let's see. That. Yeah. To be fair, pisshead's probably right. Like a pisshead's like a. Yeah, no. To be fair, pisshead's probably what you mean. Like what you said earlier. Like if someone's a pisshead, that probably means they're like a drunk or like an alcoholic type thing. What's everyone else's like local colloquial terms for that, do you reckon? Like I can't think of like. I mean, literally, there's a comedian in the UK who made a joke about any verb. Any noun you can turn into a verb, and then that is like a word for getting pissed. Like you can get trolleyed, you can get gazeboed, like or anything like that just means that you're getting pissed. But there are Australians in the chat. I feel like they're gonna have the best phrases for pissheads and yeah, exactly. Hammered's a good one.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Getting deep blue inked is getting absolutely rat-assed.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Cool. I like the way that's gone. I'm going to extend out each shake a little bit, just because I want it to be a little bit smoother and a little bit longer. But let's see how it goes. Is that right? Have I done that right? Yeah, because you don't. Cool, that's fine. Yeah, smashed is good. Not related to getting drunk, but in Wisconsin, they refer to water fountains as bubblers. I like that. I enjoy bubblers. Aren't they slang pejoratives here in Texas that aren't at least... Oh, right, yeah, fair. Thank you, Speak with Animals. Lovely, yeah. Basically, any vaguely instructive verb can we use as well, yeah. Say chord. What, is in like French for hot? Oh, warm, there you go. Sorry, I didn't read the second bit. Lovely. I like bubblers. I wish that we called them bubblers. I'm going to start. If I can get this... Right, Rafnag, wherever you are in the UK, if you start from your end of the UK, and then I'll start from mine, and we'll get bubblers going. So I've learned I'm good at animation, lighting, movement, but stuck at finish line work. Yeah, honestly, like, that's... that's kind of the more important bit. I would have thought in my head. It depends like what you're doing, I guess, or kind of what you're actually animating. But I think, the more interesting thing in animation is a lot of the time the actual kind of movement. So that's nothing to worry about. And I'm guessing line work is something you can kind of work on easier than movement. Like movement to me feels more kind of intuitive, which is a difficult thing to kind of learn, I guess, unless you just practice loads, which is what I've been doing. But either way, that's cool. What are you working on at the minute, Caleb?
I was supposed to, but then I got too busy being rich.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Cool, like that. Yeah, go for it, Caleb, honestly. That's fine. I don't mind people doing stuff like that as long as they ask. Like, I don't want anyone spamming the chat, obviously, but no, feel free to share links, that's fine. Sick. Yeah, nice one, Rafnag. We'll have this sorted by the weekend then. Where'd you say the England? I'm from the England. Let me have a look at this. I'm going to mute it for a sec, we'll have a look.
Checking task after task. I'm my own human being, and I happen to lack the need to be seen, chasing fad after fad. And I know there's a world full of wonders to see, with places to go and pancakes to eat. But I base what I know on what things bring me peace. My circadian soul likes the pace and the beat that maintains my breathing, blood flow, and sleep. But won't lift my feet, break my routine, so left foot.
I mean, Caleb, that's stunning, honestly. Like, I don't... I feel like I've misinterpreted what you meant by you saying your line work's not very good then, but no, that's amazing. Yeah, that's really sick, honestly. It's just funny to me because it's not even all of Wisconsin, just a small section of Wisconsin. Say, what if I'm a drinking fan? They say, you mean a bubbler? I mean, yeah, again, I'm sure Rafnag will back me up on this, but like, literally different, like every city in the UK will have different, different terms, different kind I can't think of the word, but like colloquialisms and stuff like that. Bubbly to me. Yeah, I think I would probably imagine they were saying bubbly, with champagne. Yeah, and yeah, to be fair, I get that, Caleb. Like, animation is a different beast, and if you were trying to, you know, animate stuff the way that you paint, I guess that would take a couple of years before getting a few seconds down. So yeah, that's completely fair. But even so, obviously, like you've got a massive talent there, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, we call bubbly champagne. But yeah, like literally you'll have like Manchester, which is about 10 miles from like Liverpool, which is about 10 miles from Wigan, and like the three of them are completely different accents and different dialects. Dialects is the word I was going for. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really, I think like Cockney rhyming slang is only really used for like pub quizzes, essentially. If someone's like, you know, what is Cockney rhyming slang for the stairs, and then it's like, oh, apples and pears. Like, okay, great. Like, no one's gonna, if you walked into someone in town and they were like, all right, mate, you pick up the old dog and bone, have you thought about it? And you'd be like, absolutely not. Like, you would just walk away from them very quickly. You wouldn't be like, oh, here's the old Cockney, like, classic. But yeah, no, it's not a normal thing to do. Yeah. And yeah, I think the Wacom's probably, as soon as you get your kind of head around the Wacom, that's gonna make a huge difference, and it'll be just, I imagine, a lot easier than painting, or it would be for me. But
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
okay, only thing I need to do is move his chin with the rest of him. I had an argument with Bug Hunter, a very public argument, which I'm sure I then brought into this one anyway, so I probably don't need to mention it again, where he's from the Midwest. Bug Hunter, by the way, is the musician that is playing in the background of these streams, in case anyone's new here. But yeah, he calls flickers, like, well, that's the thing, I'm wrong apparently in Flickr, but he calls like TV remotes channel changes, I think, which I just emotionally disagree with. But that's that's another Americanism that I'm new to. Yeah, I think at least I've heard people in Britain call them clickers, but no, I call it a flicker. But then my partner, who's from like a very close place but a different city, has never heard the term flicker. So I think I think I might be wrong there as well. We all make up stuff, that's fine. Also, I accidentally reloaded the chat, so I can't see what people put like a few minutes ago. Am I still running it on the computer? I am. Hold on, let me just have a look back in case I missed anything important. Yeah, Bros is pretty much right about rhyming slang. Hey, no worries, Caleb. Thanks for hanging out, and see you soon. So, I think the only thing I need to do now, actually, is the lip sync. Bikies is cute. It does sound like a bunch of children are on tricycles. Like, hold on, I've managed to unmute the stream on my phone. Let me just mute that for a sec somehow. I need to turn it down, but then not accidentally turn down Spotify, which is what I've just done. Yeah, I can't imagine like a gang of like Hell's Angels coming down the road at you and you're like, oh no, it's the bikies. But I like that a lot. Okay. I have somehow... I need to figure out how to turn off the sound on my phone, but also still have the chat running. Let me... Okay, that might be sorted. Anyway. Yeah, biscuits are bickies. That's fine. Like, I think that's a UK thing as well. I don't know if Americans call them bickies. Like, you say cookies and biscuits are interchangeable, but for me, like, a cookie is only, like, the kind of shortbread with chocolate chips in it. Anything else, it's not a cookie. Like, the thing that causes the most arguments, and I think this is just going to be a British thing, maybe Australian as well, but who knows what a Jaffa cake is? And I feel like this is a largely, or like a widely debated thing, so maybe Rafnag knows where I'm going with this straight away, but anyone know what a Jaffa cake is? Right, okay, so Rafnag has immediately gone to the argument, and Rafnag is right, actually, but it's an argument that I've had a few times. So Jaffa cakes are literally like, they're sponge, but on the bottom it's like a kind of harder sponge, and then there's like a kind of jelly in it, and then it's covered in chocolate, and they're called Jaffa cakes. And the important thing, again, and I need to stress this, is that it's sponge. The main like base of it is a sponge, and for some reason people keep arguing that it's a biscuit, and it's the most annoying thing I've ever heard. And like, again, I've even heard this argument that like stuff that goes soft is a biscuit when it's stale, and then stuff that goes hard is a cake when it's stale. I don't even think it needs to go to that. It's literally like, it's a Jaffa cake. There we are. It's a biscuit-sized cake. It's literally got sponge. Like, there's no need to call it a biscuit. And I get very angry with this, but it's just something that I needed to bring up. But as I say, but probably a uniquely UK one. Yeah, okay. They are cakes. There's literally no argument about it. Kiz a freak. There are 3 people here that can kick you out. They can mute you. They can do something. If we're gonna start these fights, I'm gonna end them. I have absolutely no idea how to turn off the... Oh no. Okay. Aliens chosen violence. Right, that's fine. Speak with animals is really... Right, any colour to Jaffa cookies. Let's hide it right at the end. We'll go for this one. I might do a different palette actually. Just open a new file. Can anyone hear like the very slight echo of me talking, by the way? Because I've got the audio on my phone, and I don't know how to turn that down without also turning down the background music for some reason. So let me know if you can hear it, and I'll sort it. But that's fine. Cool. That's alright then. I'll ignore it. Anyway, I think I've been putting off doing this for too long. So, you all talk amongst yourselves, find some kind of local argument that you want to settle, whilst we've got 10 people from different parts of the world. And I am going to go mute and just sort out this for a second. I'll be right back.
It's my 15th. It's my 5th. It's my I'm keeping this on my chest to set a lot of things, but none of them what I meant. Do I pretend? Do I try to forget? I'm jet lagging, McCracken, and
15th. I wish you the best.
My 15th.
And I thought by that age, our broken hearts had seen their worst. And I thought that kind of heartache was meant for the young, but we're never too old to hurt. And I thought by that age, our broken hearts had seen their worst. And I thought that kind of heartache was meant for the young, but we're never too old to hurt.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
I just stepped off a plane, I've got one regret. I know I'll never get closure or ever see how it ends. No, I won't know his answer, what happens between
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
See then, what gave her such pause when she so clearly wanted to tell you all the emotions she tried so hard to bottle. And I'll never know.
I was supposed to, but then I got too busy being rich.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
In the rough draft.
Kid.
Oh, in the rough draft. In the rough draft, she loved you.
I was supposed to, but then I got too busy being rich.
It's my 15th birthday, kid.
Next to me, your eyes are big, your legs are short, so short and sweet, but I can see I lust for you. You humor me. Passion can't hold still if I'm laughing. One of these days
Cool. I'm back. I think that is more or less sorted. I'm just going to quickly nip back over the chat and see what we were arguing about. Pudding is any hot, usually dense dessert. No. Desserts are called desserts. Kind of, actually, yeah. No, I get that. So cake served hot can be a pudding. Yeah. But like a warm chocolate fudge cake is still just a cake. It's not a pudding. Well, honestly, anything to me is a pudding. Like if you have like a yogurt after a dinner, then that's a pudding. Brownies and ice cream, pudding, just ice cream, yeah. So cake served hot could be pudding. Back down from my muffin stands too soon. I now need to argue with something. Fascinating. So pudding, which typically served cold, is not category. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think of pudding as in like I can't think what you. I don't even know what pudding is in America. I think it's just like a kind of thick yogurt. I guess that might be being really thick. I like the idea of renaming pudding to freedom sauce though, because it's doing the dairy-free yogurt pot things. My family calls soya desserts. I mean, I've not heard of that, but that means I can't say whether it's right or wrong, but it doesn't sound right. I don't know what a lamington is, but I do want to eat cake, so I will go to the shops after this stream is done, I think. Nothing like yogurt. Look away for one moment. Sorry, Tazia, I've started a fight. Anything can be a dessert. It depends on when you eat it. Just like anything is lunch as long as you eat it like between 12 and 2. Like if you have just like a packet of crisps and like an apple, like that's lunch if you've had it at lunchtime. Can't think of anything else referred to differently. Soccer can burn in hell. We're not talking about soccer. It's football and that's it. That's why you call it American football. Yeah, Rafnag, we have sorted a system out, a tradition, and the weather. Putting a dessert only exist after dinner meal. Yeah, correct. I'll agree you can eat dessert at 3 p.m. with a cup of tea. No. It's not dessert then. Whatever you've eaten, if it's at 3 p.m, it's not dessert. Even if it's like a chocolate cake, you're then just eating a chocolate cake. Won't drop the fudge cakes of pudding if it's after dinner, but not under other circumstances. Correct. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Rafnag. I'm really trying to like sprint through this chat. Think custard more than yogurt. Oh god. Do you just eat custard? Is that what pudding is? Oh god. Did you remember I bought some sweets today? So be right back. You ever seen fizzy sour gummy bears? Not like normal gummy bears. Like I know what a gummy bear is. Wait, I've not even thought about that. That might have rocked my world. Alien, do Americans not call it American football? Wait, is that me being really thick? I thought everyone called it American football. That might just be being really dumb. Yeah, I know the Haribo gummy bears. I didn't know they were like fizzy sour versions. Like they were Sour Patch Kids. They're like the closest I can think to. That's genuinely blown my mind. I don't know why I presumed you all called it American football, but that does make sense. I don't know how big it was over there, but like when you have American versions of like British shows, do you call them that? So like, I think over here we call it the US Office is the best example I can think of. Or like the US Chase, or like the Chase US or something like that. Do you keep the US in there, or is that just because it's being shown like in the UK? It is pretty Eurocentrist of me. Speaking of animals, I'm very sorry. Yeah, I mean there we are. Also, I'm not going to get into the fight of which one's better because like the US Office, I've not even seen it, but it's got to be better than the British Office as is show. But yeah, again, that just didn't really click either. I presumed it would just be that everywhere. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's me having to rethink some of my prejudices. I feel like that's a good thing to take away from today. Right. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Do you call it? I mean, I don't even think anyone watches the UK one anywhere other than here. It's not good. Speak of Animals is right. A brown to pudding. You got it. Is that brown or is that green? That's brown. Lovely. Thank you very much, White Rose. Yeah, I'm glad you at least called it the Taskmaster UK, because that. I didn't watch it, but I heard enough things that it was sacrilege. I think the only show I referred to as the US version was the one... Yeah, Taskmaster, sorry, yeah. Again, that. Taskmaster is very good. Right, I'm going to set up the next shot, probably just in composition, and then that will probably be it for the stream. But let's see what amount of work that is. So let's listen.
So excited to eat here at Applebee's.
Okay, I'm not going to because I just realised that this next shot... Oh, well, actually, I could do like a whip around. Basically, this next shot is going to be the one that kind of shows where the camera's facing from. So if you think about it from like a 180-degree angle, at the minute we're kind of looking towards the bar, and in this shot we're going to see kind of looking away from the bar, and it's going to be very obviously an Applebee's. So I probably can't do much of the composition here beyond... I probably can't do any really. I need to draw the background first before I figure it out. Let me have another listen.
I'm so excited to eat here at Applebee's.
I think what I might do is have this kind of shot. Is that the right one? No, I'm gonna have this kind of shot, and then kind of halfway through, kind of like kind of pan quickly to kind of spin around. So let's do that. And let me catch up. Taskmaster is fantastic. Some of Nation's version to Taskmaster is pretty good. Yeah, New Zealand Taskmaster I've heard is good, which Aliens just put. Lovely. It was, I can't remember his name. Reggie someone? Was he the Taskmaster or was he the Alex Horn of the the US version? And like I've seen him on other things, like he did Russell Howard's Good News once. I remember that being really good. But I've just heard enough people say that like it just wasn't right. Reggie Watts, that's the one, sorry. Yeah, and I would have thought he would have done a good job at it, but I guess if he's not willing to just like call everyone a prick the way that Greg would, I guess it's not the same. I've no idea if New Zealand were a bit nicer, a bit kinder. But yeah, I think that's kind of necessary, isn't it? Resisting the urge to make a pointed but historically accurate joke about the UK and US versions of shows. You go ahead, Tazi, because I don't know where you're going with that. But yeah, I can imagine Reggie Watts being like a bit too nice for a bit too kind of passive, I
I'm
guess.
so excited to eat here at
Okay, I think it's more or less going to get to like this point, and then it's just kind of going to spin around. So if he puts his arms out like that, then I probably want to pan it towards him, or away from him. Probably away from him, actually. Right, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Right, that's going to be the composition for the next half of a shot, essentially. So I will close that in, and then probably going to call it for the stream, to be honest, guys. Thank you, as always, for hanging out. Same deal as always for the time being, that the next one is going to be same time on Thursday. I think I'm probably going to still, I'm confident actually, I'm still going to be working on this, but it'll probably be coming to the end of the project. So yeah, it'll be fun to see where I get to by then. And yeah, see you on Thursday. Thanks all. Bye.